Why are females choosier? Sexual selection is a special case of natural selection. Sexual selection acts on an organism's ability to obtain, often by any means necessary, or successfully copulate with a mate. Sexual selection sometimes works against natural selection. For example, extravagant and colorful tail, feathers, or fins are likely to attract predators as well as interested members of the opposite sex. There are two types of sexual selection: intersexual selection and intrasexual selection. For the intersexual selection, individuals of the same sex choose mates of the other sex to mate with. In the intrasexual selection, competition with the members of the same sex for access to members of the opposite sex occurs.
Why are female choosier than males? Females produce fewer but larger gametes. Each egg is very valuable, but sperms are numerous. It takes more energy to produce an egg in comparison to producing a sperm. Females are generally saddled with offspring. Males can theoretically inseminate and run. Females are psychologically limited by fertility rates. Males are limited by mating rates. What do females choose? Good genes, genetic quality, direct benefits, runaway selection, and sensory bias. Good genes. If a male cannot provide direct benefits, a female needs to choose based on genes that code for favorable traits. For example, a male peacock that has more eye spots is more favorable to females because it shows how successful the male is at reproduction. Expensive traits. Only a male with good genes can afford to maintain bright colors, large antlers, etc.
Direct benefits. Females choose mates that provide them with resources to increase their ability to reproduce and survive, such as shelter or protection or help with offspring. Females could demand lots of attention from males to have them prove that they will be good parents. Females also choose disease-free males so they don't pass their genes to their offspring. Runaway selection. A particular trait in male over time correlates with a particular behavior mating preference in females. Female preferences initially evolve because the preferred trait is favored by natural selection, and hence the offspring are more likely to carry the beneficial trait. But in the case of runaway selection, females choose mates according to their characteristics, such as colored feathers or long tails. For example, in stickleback fish, females choose mates with higher red color intensity, which make them more visible to predators. But because the color is exaggerated, it grabs the attention of the females. Sensory bias proposes that female mating preferences are byproducts of natural selection on sensory systems, and that males may subsequently evolve traits that makes them more conspicuous to females. In conclusion, sexual selection is a good evolutionary way to improve overall quality of the gene pool. However, it does not always help natural selection, and they may go in opposite directions in choosing the mate.